Hello there. Welcome, all my beautiful Scorpios, and anybody else who felt drawn to this reading that we're about to do today. I go by Venusian Vibes, and this is a December love and spirituality reading, taking in the vibration of my dear Scorpios, okay? So I have already shuffled the deck for you guys. I am going to begin by lighting your candle for you. So every month I make a new candle for my monthly readings, and for this month, for December, I have imbued this candle with an energy of healing, calling upon the Archangel Raphael to impart a healing vibration into this candle because I just feel like so many of us could use a little bit of healing right now. So that is what is up with that candle. And I'm going to open your reading with a beautiful oracle card from my Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. So we are going to begin with this beautiful card, and it's going to give us a key word of what's going on with you in December, my dear Scorpio, what you can expect in December, and we have it. Okay, we've got Gateway, and that is a lovely, lovely card. Gateway. Okay, very powerful. All right, so it's time for the new, right? It's time for just shedding old ways of being that are holding us back and moving forward into the unknown, into things that might have seemed like a dream before, but now they're starting to become a reality. That's what I'm seeing from this card, and I will read you the meaning at the end of this reading. So I'm going to tune into your energy and split this deck for you, and we will start getting into our tarot. Okay. Okay, Scorpio, your underlining energy for the month of December is the World. Okay, so more very powerful energy for my Scorpio. So we have the World. It is all about, and I'm getting a sense right now that it is about completing a cycle. So something in your life is coming to a close in leading up to December. So it might be still in a process of closing out in late November. And then in December, we're starting to call upon new energy, something new, vitalizing. There is a greater sense of connection to the world, and you're feeling complete, or you're feeling, the word I'm going for is you're feeling compelled. You're feeling compelled to make these changes, and these changes are bringing a lot of comfort into your life. And there's another C word that I just am not. I'm getting a lot of C words for you, which is interesting. Yes, complete. You're feeling. Okay, this is not a C word. You're feeling fulfilled by these new discoveries, this new energy coming in. So let's see more about what we have going on here. Okay, Five of Pentacles. So a loss. The Eight of Cups in the reverse, sitting in your unconscious, okay? Ace of Swords. So that's where that paradigm shift comes in. That's where that gateway comes in. Make sure these are even for you. Symmetry is so important because if these cards are off center, I swear it just is annoying and distracting, at least for me. So I want you guys to see the beautiful, nature is beautiful in all its symmetry. I think symmetry is important. All right, we have the Hanged Man. We have the Ten of Wands sitting in your unconscious position. It's in the reverse. Okay. Wow. All right. And then Justice, and it's in the reverse. Okay. Well, this is quite an interesting spread, Scorpio. Underlining your energy for the month, there's a lot of positivity and good things. But we are seeing a little more challenges in your actual spread for December. So I'll get into that more. On the bottom of the deck, we have your past energies, and we do have the Ace of Pentacles. So that shows that an opportunity has just been granted to you, or I should say maybe you are taking an opportunity that's been presented or that you've worked very hard for. So, and this also ties into the gateway that you will be experiencing. So it's about opportunity and the Knight of Swords. So you've been just really going for something. You've been direct, honest, energetic. You've been doing what it takes, gaining the information that's necessary in order to move forward and to start this new, I want to say adventure, journey, but I don't mean like a literal journey, like traveling somewhere like that. I mean more in a sense of just shifting into a new lifestyle, or just something very important changing in your life. Okay, so with the Eight of Cups in the center of your reading, and it's about your conscious state, what you're aware of with yourself. And it's in the reverse, right? So in the upright, the Eight of Cups is all about moving on. It's about a journey. I see it as a sojourn as we go and we find what is going to be more fulfilling. We've realized that so far what's going in our life is disappointing and it isn't making us happy. We're not feeling fulfilled. So with the Eight of Cups, we begin to move on, to search for more. What will make us feel more fulfilled? And that word fulfilled just keeps coming back, doesn't it? So sitting in the reverse is, and especially with the Five of Pentacles to the left, I'm getting quite a sense of you having a resistance to making this journey in December. It's interesting because we have the energy here, indicating full well that you will be stepping forward. You will be making whatever change. And when I say these changes, for you, it's going to be different. This is a general reading. It's different for everybody. For what this means. I'm getting for a lot of you, it's actually a job. It's literally just a job and change in occupation. But for some of you, this is about a romantic situation, having to leave somebody behind and move on. But there's a lot of resistance to whatever this change is. There's a lot of resistance to it. And you're fully aware of this. You know that you're struggling with taking these steps. Something is holding you back. And the sense that I'm getting, and this is coming to me in more of a psychic sense, is that has been holding you back. If you really resonate with this, man, I know the changes that I want, and I even have an opportunity on the horizon, but I'm resisting moving towards it. I'm getting a sense that you've become used to being burdened. You've become used to being disappointed and used to being, the classic saying for the Five of Pentacles is left out in the cold. A sense of loneliness here. I'm being drawn to the key in the background for this card. The key is there to unlock this door, but she feels too upset, too distraught. There's a sense of wallowing. I'm not gonna lie, a little sense of self-pity here, just a tinge that I'm picking up energetically. And that's okay. I mean, things are hard right now in a collective sense with everything we're going through. I think I can't imagine a person out there who has not at one point in this year felt a little bit of self-pity. It's hard not to feel sorry for yourself sometimes with what's going on. I mean, things are hard. So a tinge of that, but it's really a reminder that you do have what it takes to move on from this space of loneliness and a resistance for change. It's just so latent here that we have a resistance to change. So I'm getting the sense that you're used to feeling burdened. And this is in your unconscious position. So you might not be aware of this. What I'm saying to you right now, you might immediately think, no, I'm not. I'm not used to that. So, but it's in the unconscious. That's why I do these unconscious positions, because for me, that's what tarot is. Tarot is for uncovering these truths that are hard for us to access. So what does it mean when we are used to something? It means that we begin to expect it. When you become used to being overburdened, used to having to do everything by yourself and not getting assistance from others, used to, I'm getting a sense of barren, used to living in a state of like this barren landscape, figuratively speaking, so not a lot of support. And not feeling like, even for some of you, you're feeling like the location you're in, so where you're living is barren in terms of work, in terms of love, things like that. Where you're at right now physically, you're not feeling like you have opportunities there. Okay? You're not feeling like you're even in a place where you can manifest these things. So that's for some of you. For others of you, this is just something that is a mentality that's been established by being taught this over and over, that you're going to be burdened. You're going to have to be doing things by yourself. And it's going to be hard, and it's going to be lonely and isolating. So when we're used to something, we start to expect it. And then it's just a vicious cycle. But you're going to be breaking out of it, because this card is in the reverse. So this is something that is an energy that you are actually going to be recognizing. Why do I expect this? Why am I so used to this? Who taught me that this is how things need to be? And why have I just been going with it for all this time? It could be for some of you, I'm not seeing another person on the board here. This is a love and spirituality reading. I will be pulling clarifiers, so I might get the energy of another person in the clarifier, but I will say that it's very likely that for some of you that this is manifesting in terms of a relationship with a romantic partner or a family member, someone close to you. And for a few of you, it can be related to work with the pinnacle here but you'll know how this resonates in your own life. It is about not getting the support you need, and for that reason, feeling burdened to do everything by yourself. When we don't get support as humans, we need support as humans. That's what the root chakra is all about. The root chakra is about security, stability, foundation, and achieving that through community and through our support networks. So when those get cut off, our root chakra gets thrown out of balance, and without that sense of security, all the other chakras above the root start to get off, and a depression can occur very easily. So we need support. I think some of you feel like you're on this journey by yourself. And that's a little bit scary. And so that's part of the resistance of moving on and passing through this gateway, is that you feel like you're going to be losing something. But you know what you're losing, and you might be losing a person. This can be about breaking up, moving on from a situation that does not serve you, moving on from a job that does not serve you, things like that. So you're essentially feeling like whatever you have now is more than what you're going to have if you try to move on from this thing that's not serving you. And so you cling to it, and you're so used to the vibration that you're in with this situation that feels comfortable. It feels comfortable, but that's breaking here. We have the Ace of Swords. This is a massive paradigm shift in the way that you're thinking about things in your life. It's a bit of an awakening. And as with the Hanged Man here, the Hanged Man in his upright. So that is enlightenment. And I'm getting that here. You can see that beautiful light coming here. So the Hanged Man is a time that we spend to ourselves, and we're not really making moves during this time when we're in the Hanged Man energy, but we're having something very important happen in our internal landscape. It's about revelation. She's upside down, shifting her. When I remember when I was taking yoga, or I still take yoga, but I was taking a class specifically about, that was educational about yoga, and one of the energetic benefits of doing inversions and like handstands is that the shift in your body's perspective, suddenly you're upside down, also creates a shift in your mind. And so I'm getting that from this girl here. We have a shift happening for you in your mind. And here, this is all about, the swords are all about the mind. You have this beautiful staircase coming through. It's about ascension for you guys. You're going to be ascending this feeling of loneliness. You're going to start going out there and getting the support that you need. You're going to move on from whoever or whatever is making you feel unsupported. We have Justice here in the reverse. So that's strong. I mean, this is a major arcana card. When it's in the reverse, you can see that that person's a little angry. Upright, she's more of like this, she's more of the classic Justice, like non-emotional, but just dealing out the karma as it's needed, as it's required. But in the reverse, there's a bit more vengeful energy in the reverse. And the karma that's being dealt out is being dealt out from an emotional space. And it's easy. And Scorpios can, it is part of the Scorpionic energy to sometimes be a little vengeful. And no judgment here. I totally get it. So I'm getting a little bit of that energy here. It is in the corner. So it could be, if you're dealing with someone who's a little bit vengeful, it could be representing them. But I get a sense that all of these cards so far are actually for you, my dear Scorpio. Underneath it is the Eight of Swords. So I'm thinking if there is a sense of vengefulness in your heart where you are just, someone has done you wrong and you're just ready to drop whatever burden they're putting on you. There seems to be an imbalance in the give and take of something, and you're ready to just drop the burden and you want to move on. You really do. I think, and I will say in December, that if you are dealing with a person and you start to actually take those steps away from them energetically or physically, I think that there is going to be them trying to call you back in, starting to hit you up. Because people who are close to us like that, like if it's a twin flames type of situation, they sense when you are energetically moving from them. And then it's scary. They don't want you to leave. So even if they're not treating you right, they will try to get you back in their energetic fold. But it doesn't really help you at all. And it probably doesn't help them either. Right, we have the Knight of Swords here. You're ready to bolt for sure. You're ready to bolt for this new opportunity that's on the horizon. And this is in your past position, so I get a sense that for most of you, you already know what this opportunity is, or you're going to be. It will be unveiled to you shortly in the month of November, before we get into December. So I think you are just ready to hightail it out, but you're just experiencing some resistance for the reasons that I have kind of gone over already. But like I said, like with the Eight of Cups, it indicates that boomerang effect where you try to move on, and then that person comes back into your life, or even you kind of go back into their life because you moved away for a little bit and then you miss them, so you kind of move back towards them. Either way, it's about moving away for a little bit, but then kind of coming back to the status quo, whatever that may be. I'm going to start pulling some clarifiers for you, my dear Scorpio, getting more into the situation. I almost feel like I've given the messages that are most important, but I will pull clarifiers to see if we can get some more details or more information about your December. Okay, so we have 2 cards have come out. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Okay, so we have an ace and an ace. The Knight of Pentacles is more about opportunity. I love that card, and that's actually my favorite card in this deck specifically. I love it. It just, to me, is just this knight. He's got that pentacle. It's so secure, so stable, so promising. I love that card. Let's get 2 more for Scorpio, please. Okay, and we have the Knight of Swords again. Knight of Swords. Okay, so that's interesting. That is an energy that is in your past and moving into, and is going to be in your future in December as well. So that's something to know. We have Knight and Knight. So this is representative of, if you're dealing with someone, I'm starting to get their energy coming in. And can I get one more card for my dear Scorpio, please? One more card. One more clarification. Justice in the reverse, please. Clarify that. Please clarify the Justice in the reverse. Okay. Interesting. We have the Hanged Man again. This time the Hanged Man is in the reverse position. Okay. That keeps happening to me. Like, I get the card again in this deck, but it's the opposite direction as the other. Okay, so we are getting the energy of somebody. Some of you are dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay. So this person is mirroring your own energy. This person has also been feeling left out in the cold by you. I think you guys make each other feel that way. I think that you have been in separation with this person for a lot of you. And they haven't been supportive, like I said before. But we now have the evidence of what I was saying about when you start to try to move on, they come in. You can see this person is coming in. They're trying to offer something, and this time it is grounded and it is a stable offer. If it wasn't before, it is now. They've thought about things. They don't like that you're kind of moving on from them, or they sense that you are. They don't like that, and they don't want you to. But it makes you feel like you are getting a false start within your new life situation, your new life circumstances, as you try to move on from this old energies, and for a lot of you, this specific person. And when they try to get you back in, even though it's appearing to be a solid offer that they're making, something that you can trust, I am getting, it makes you feel like it's it makes you feel very confused and not really knowing what to do, because once you kind of gathered all your might and you decided, okay, time to really close this old cycle out, time to close it out, time to complete it, and then they come in, it leaves you feeling like, oh man, I just started to try to move on. I just started like mustering everything I had to do this, and now they're trying to pull me back. So because of that energy of just not wanting to be pulled back into something that wasn't working, you're going to be very confused on how to handle this situation. You're going to be questioning whether their offer is stable, secure, whether you can trust them. And you're going to be resistant. Even, I think you're going to know, like, hey, I kind of trust this. I trust it, but I almost don't want to move back. I want to keep moving forward. That's what kind of the energy I'm sensing here. You are as direct, honest, and straightforward as can be. You've been this way, and you're going to be this way. You are all about new ways of thinking. You're trying to really revolutionize your own inner psyche. You're trying to shift your mind in a way that is going to be able to bring you a more positive life circumstances. That's kind of what I'm seeing for you. But in this, we have opportunity for these new things coming in. You're so much just, I'm feeling this is your energy. You're a little bit cutting towards this person because you're like, no, I just decided to let go of this burden that you've put on me for so long. I'm thinking this person wasn't helpful to you. And I'm thinking that they made you feel like you were giving more than getting. And they made you just feel, by the way, if you're not this is a love reading, but if you're dealing with a work situation, this all can easily be transferred to a work situation. Like, I know that people can try to leave their jobs, and their boss, even though they weren't being treated well at work, even though they had valid concerns and they said them in their letter of resignation, a boss can be like, no, wait, actually, no, I kind of don't want you to go. Can we work something out? So this can totally be a work situation for you if it's not about a romantic connection. But we do have the Hangman twice. This is very significant. I'm getting that you start to feel, and it's over the Justice card. So that's very powerful to have these two major arcana, and they're in the reverse here. How are you really going to move on if you are feeling vengeful? And how are you going to accept their offer for what it is if you are still feeling vengeful, angry, resentful about what has happened? You were treated unjustly, and it is annoying. You're going to be very clear about this. You're not holding back anything with this person or with anybody else in your life. You are being completely honest about how you feel and what you're thinking. So that's good. Good job. Don't hold back. Let them know. They're just, and it's holding you back, this energy. If you are feeling resentful about what's happened, being treated unfairly, it is holding you back a little bit. It is making it hard for you to move on and foster that, but it's also making it hard for you to be passionate about this person anymore when they do come back in. I think I'm getting a huge sense that you're like, I was kind of feeling better when I was just kind of preparing to move on, to kind of just renew myself, to just do my thing. And then they come back in, so you're like, this kind of makes me, going back in time almost, kind of makes me feel a little bit worse. Makes you feel more in a standstill, because the Hanged Man in the reverse is more like where it was a revelation, where it was a beautiful shift in your own consciousness, just like kind of like an inward journey, that kind of thing, something that's valuable and important to do. In the reverse, it becomes stagnant, and it becomes, you're not getting you're not getting the insights you wanted, and it's frustrating. And I think that this is how this person kind of makes you feel, is like frustrated and like they're not the path. They're not the answer for you to grow as a person. Some of you are kind of feeling that. I'm going to get a Lover's Oracle card for their insights, or not their insights, for their sentiments towards you. So let's see, what is this person's sentiments towards my dear Scorpio in December? What are their insights? Okay. A lot of cards just popped out. I'll take the two that actually flipped. So these two have flipped. So we have, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Okay. So I guess it was more like an insight that they're trying to, and this is sort of their way of saying that I know it's been hard and I know I haven't been the best for you, but I'm about to turn it around. Alternatively, it is Spirit telling you that whatever has happened, things are going to turn around in general if you're not dealing with a specific person. And then we have this card here that came out. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. If you feel like this person I'm talking about is your soulmate, then this reading should heavily resonate with you, especially if they are an earth sign or have a lot of earth in their chart. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Okay. So I'm thinking if this is true and they are your soulmate, that definitely will cause a lot of resistance of trying to move on from them. And that explains why we have this Eight of Cups in the reverse, where it's the boomerang. It's leaving for a minute, but coming back. I like what I'm seeing here with these pentacles. I mean, this card is absolutely beautiful. It is an opportunity. This person is presenting a pentacle. Opportunity. Okay, so overall, I think that you're doing everything right. You're on the right track. Whatever you feel, if this person does indeed come back into your life, sort through how it makes you feel. Maybe write it down. Write down how it makes you feel, and make sure, and you're going to do this. I mean, you're going to be absolutely as clear, as crystal clear, as truthful as can be. And it's going to be about making sure that they're not going to hold you back, that they're not going to make you feel overburdened, and that they're not going to make you feel like you're stagnant in your life. So those are the kind of the things to work through, and before you make your decision. Okay, my dear Scorpio. So I'm going to read you the meaning of this gateway card, and that will close out our reading. Okay. Magic is afoot. Wondrous events are unfolding. Profound revelations and inner illuminations are close at hand, as seen by the Hanged Man and the Ace of Swords. It's all there. It is all there for you to just, you're going to be shocked by how different you feel by the end of December. Truly. So it is now much easier to manifest your dreams. This is an excellent time to take action on your visions for your future. A small amount of action now will generate much bigger results. So you're in a place of manifesting huge potential. So the littlest thing you do is going to have even bigger results than you could have imagined. And this is also, I'm getting that there's some astrological influences that are going to be accommodating this for you in December. So, okay. Gateways to spirit are opening, and there are places where the veil is especially thin. Fairies and elves are supporting you Wonders are blossoming in your life. Watch for them. Open your heart to hallowed, holy, magical energy. The more you become aware of the small marvels in your life, the more they will grow in magnitude. So that is a truly magical card, and you're going to have a magical December, and there are opportunities afoot here, and it's all just coming together. You're going to just be floored with the changes that you see in yourself, and also if you're dealing with someone, I think there's going to be some strong changes with them as well. Okay, so I hope you I hope this reading helped and that you enjoyed it. I'm going to also be putting out some pick a card readings for love connections once I'm done with my monthly readings, so you can keep an eye out for those. I have a few also timeless ones already completed that you can look through if you feel like my energy resonates with you. Okay, so I loved having you here watching this reading, and I wish you the best. Okay, till next time.